All right, let's weird up some brutals. Ooh, that is the final Burnside prestige, I believe. What is that? It's kind of cool. Spoghead. Demon Lucifer 666. Fun. All right, weirding up some brutals. Oh, we also have an AskDakka too. Let me figure out my loadout before I jump into that. If it's all the same. Weirding up some brutals. What is weird? Boom cannon plus light sword. I don't even know what. Probably Ironside. What's weird here? That, and then yeah, this is cool. AskDakka. Let me just This is actually gonna be torture. I'm pretty sure. I picked the worst kit, but I think it'll be funny. AskDakka, it seems you are the big chicken husband for AskDakka. It seems you are the biggest YouTuber of Meet Your Maker content. I don't think that's true. How many rate the comment requests do you get on average? Everyone seems to want your insightful comments and exhilarating videos. I don't know about that. I appreciate the compliment though. It's hard to say. You know, I get about. Well, let me think. It really depends on the time, too, because it kind of trails off as the season goes on. Although, no, that's not true. It actually increases. I am, okay, I don't have any of my normal stuff, so let's just think. Wow, that gets really down there. That's kind of... I mean, every video, it seems there's about one or two. Let's see. Many requests we get, and then you know a week, like I'll work during the week, and then on the weekend I'll try and knock out a bunch. Like I'll get a little free time, and sniped him too. That's awesome. I don't think these are rolling back though. No, they're going to no man's land. But I'm gonna teach this guy how to insulate right now. Assuming he did not. So I'll get you know requests here and there. The ones that are their own comments are the ones that I see first, and then I'll try my best to like scan through. So it's like up here. Ah, yes, okay. And he did not insulate, so that's free real estate. But the ones that are like someone else comments and then someone else writes below it, those get really hidden for me. And in some cases they just get deleted, which is an ongoing thing. But I'll get probably like double what a week is because I can, you know, I'm now into September 14th, and I think I'm going to try and go to September 24th. Whenever they said like the new content is going on, that's what I typically try and like make the cutoff at because I want to like see new stuff. So that's about the amount I would say. All right, this is a wild, yeah. Can I skip that? Oh, look at this. Could I just go right up and then... I'm thinking something. This is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah. Be so good. I don't know what that is, so I'm bailing. Okay. Alright. Not too bad with the weird. Oh, gosh, and you just go right back down, huh? A lot of budget, but it's kind of cool. This is a cool base. Made by Lucifer. Well, let's do that. A lot of splatter. It's kind of, it's a neat concept. Yeah, I wouldn't call it funness. Oh, yeah, it is kind of fun, isn't it? Yeah, I was going to say, is that going to get a DB? And it did, but did it get the one I want it to get? It, nope, sure didn't. But yeah, sorry. To answer your question, I would say I'd get maybe a little over 7 a week, but it's probably more than that, right? Because I mean, I'm doubled up now, so not only am I going to, I think I'm up to September 14th, but I have like 2 videos each day going up there. So yeah, I guess it would be a little more than that. It is I'm gonna try and think and play at the same time, so bear with me. I wonder what's up with this one. This one doesn't seem like a good, but maybe, oh yeah, you have to come up, but you can sidestep that one for sure. Is there lava below it? Yeah, okay. But my goal is to, like, in my own head, like, make sure I always have at least like one video up, you know, for myself. I want to keep it going. I'm a person who, unsurprisingly, whoa, do you see that? Kind of see through the map there. What is that? Oh, it's just not filled in. Who kind of thrives on routine a little bit. Like, I'm not, no, no way. I think I'm gonna jump into a corrosive cube from this guy, Demon Lucifer 666. Absolutely not. Look, even that guy said F it. He didn't go in there. Try and get into like a routine. That's kind of how I'm best. I'm best with my body kind of autopiloting for me, if that makes sense. Yeah, that doesn't quite reach. I had that same problem in Burnside set. By Harv. Took one for the team. Wow, that's... Oh, there's something there, huh? What the heck is up there? Something stopped my shot. What? Is it just going through too many of these? That's weird. Huh. Well, let's get you going. Is this something? Oh, that's the, I do believe that is... Okay. That's just the bottom one, so that didn't really help me out, did it? I'll probably have to just do this. That's maybe double fire. This is cool. Okay, so they're out. Take it. Here are you. Let's take care of your... Oh, I didn't get that trigger. Whoa. Guy kind of stopped there. Whoa, that's a lot of lava. Okay, now I gotta think a little bit better. Keep my brain thinking good. Mistakes. Couple DBs. That's really good. Got all my stuff back. Even better. Lots of broken stuff. Also good. Got that guard. That's good. It's not rolling into the abyss, which is extra nice. No, no joy on that one, though. Okay. Maybe I gotta, like, nail him. Oh, that guy's moving on me. Got them both, though, I think. Nice. But yeah, probably less than you guys think, I would imagine. Or maybe, you know, I guess everyone can kind of figure it out if they just look at the, you know, how many I reply to. But I'll try and do a big batch, you know. Like, that's why often I'll get confused. I'll be like, didn't Harvey die? And it's like, yeah, and like, you know, 2 previous. And you're probably like, what the hell? This is the first video of the day. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And I appreciate those of you who were, oh, shoot, this is another, who were saying like, hey, congrats on the 600 or, you know, subscribers. That's super cool. That's wild to me, you know, that there's like 1,200 eyeballs watching these. Actually, that's not true, is it? Because that would be under the assumption that every person has both of their eyes. And there's got to at least be one of you guys that doesn't have an eye. Or you're just blind in general. So, you know, to have at least 1,575 eyes watching these videos is kind of nuts. Yeah, this seems very obvious for out. So let's see what we're dealing with. Just a bunch of bombs, huh? After pickup? Okay. Yeah, it's there. It is. Ah, okay. Oh boy. Man, I really thought there'd be bomb. Is it just this? What is up with this one, I wonder? Hmm. This is about. Yeah, okay. Okay. I've told myself that I'll only do this as long as it's fun, and I think the devs really are releasing at a rate that's it seems to be increased. You know, they're putting roadmaps out, they're active, they're engaging. You know, the Discord, the community itself is like thriving. You know, I'm sure there's a, and you guys could probably give better examples. Sorry, I'm getting some like gunk out of my eye. That there are some games that are like pretty niche. I've always been like, I wouldn't say always been like a niche gamer, but like I tend to like those games a little more. And it's not like I'm like, oh, you know, I like niche games before they were cool, or you're a mainstream game, you know, like it's not at all like that. Because I do like my favorite game is probably like Skyrim, you know, doesn't get more mainstream than that. But I do like me and my buddies played Hood. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like you played as like various members of like Robin Hood's Merry Men in like a bid to like take an objective on a map. So it's PvE VP because there's another Hood team that's like going after the same stuff. We got really good at that. I was playing Marianne, who's like the assassin. Sam was John. Trying to think what the other roles were now. Someone had Robin. Who was the bow? It might have been Kyle. And then there was a fourth. I don't remember, but we played that like pretty hard. We went into that. Nothing hidden here, huh? Very surprised by that. Oh, we're out. Would Satan put any secondary traps out? He would not. It was fun, and it was a cool idea, and it was ingenious. I would say, what is this? Was it fun? It was. I would say it's more these, honestly. So yeah, I've always been into like more of the like niche games. This. I wouldn't say. I guess I would, right? This is kind of a niche game because it's a smaller community, but the community is like so fervent. You know, it's got its own Discord. It's doing its own competitions. And what was this? Was this like a $30 game? So that's pretty cool. Gig Harbor, Storm Mackenzie, um, Titanic. Whoa, what is going on here? Got to bring her spear gun for the Titanic. Kill all the sharks down there. This one's kind of a, I don't know, an interesting thing, and it's a game that like gets, you know, where like other games you're like, all right, I know the strat. You know, they'll change up some things here and there. Oh yeah, let's do the boom cannon and that, because then we're at the we're in high C style. Yeah, we could. I don't know that this is gonna work for this very well. We'll bring grenades. Um, where you know you figure things out, you play it for a while, you've run through it, like especially you know, I'm trying to think of a good example. Most things have pretty decent replayability. But this one with, you know, it's especially so here, and the reason is as you add more content, like let's just say, you know, you throw in like a frozen block. You're like, okay, that's just one trap, but that's one trap applied to all the ones that exist. So like, you know, it exponentiates. I think I did not agree to this. Whoa. Hey, talk about guessing right. Nice. Let's get this juice. Bombs. You bastard. So I think in a lot of ways this has a lot of potential to just continue to like grow and grow. Like a year from now when there's like, let's just say, you know, 10 minions and like 20 traps and you're like, holy shit. And now you're talking like permutations in the thousands and millions. I know that sounds crazy, but each time you add a number on that multiplies other numbers, you know, you're getting huge numbers after only a few. Funnily enough, and this is in that same vein, I know I'm kind of going on a tangent. My brother-in-law was asking all the family members, I'm sure maybe you guys have heard this, I don't know, how many fingers you would cut off if each one exponentiated an nth with each finger. So, you know, if you cut off your pinky, you'd get 10,000. If you cut off, you know, 2 fingers, let's say, it's 100,000, and then a million, and then it ends at 10 fingers, $10 trillion. And if you don't know how much a trillion is, it's like you could probably buy most everything with like $1 trillion, if not all, and have 9 trillion left over. You could, it's God money. I mean, it is. It's not just like fuck you money. It's like I could buy a country, level it, erase people from existence, like entire cultures. So it's a lot of power. And of course, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like, you know, hey, does this look familiar? I mean, I guess it's just a turn in that. So yeah, I mean, not really, but so he's asking everyone right now in your head, as you're listening, knowing that those are the terms, how many fingers do you think I gave up? I'd be curious. And then just honor system it, because I'll tell you, obviously. So, now that the time has passed and you've paused the video and you've thought about it, I elected to lose 0 fingers. For a bunch of reasons. One, I don't think they thought it, my brother-in-law thought it all the way through. He's a really bright guy, too. Like, super smart. So mine was none. I wasn't going to lose any fingers. And that blew his mind. He's like, are you kidding me? Like, even like 4 fingers. I'm like, yeah, I don't care about that as much. I don't. I'd rather have my fingers. And I'm like, and also, have you guys thought about the fact, this is where it gets a little like off the track, but I do think it's valid. And my question was, is this in bills or is it like electronic money? He's like, well, it's not bills, dude. Like $10 trillion, it's all electronic. I'm like, okay, well then I absolutely don't want it, because if $10 trillion suddenly hit the system and you're on the grid and you're just some random dude with $10 trillion, you are public enemy number 1 in some cases. You're going to be like flooded with just people being like, can I just get it for this? Like, I just need this. Like, your life sucks. That right there is enough to make me be like, nah, hell no. Because there's no way you're hiding $10 trillion, you know, from like the world. Even $10 trillion, like hidden, one, you could never spend it. And after you spent like, let's just, excuse me, let's just throw out a number, like $1 million. Someone's going to be like, who is this guy? Like, where? And he like lives off grid. He's got $1 million. Does he have more? Like, your humans are curious and they're not advantageous. They're opportunists. You know, that's what we are. We're opportunistic. What the hell is it? Kind of hunters, not distance hunters. Whoa! All right. Boom. Oh, nice. Alright, already got that one. You need to go, friend. And then I'm going to do a trick shot on you, so you just get ready, okay? So, most people went like 4 fingers. Matt was like, you can take a whole fucking arm for $10 trillion. And I'm like, yeah, but... Well, okay, so anyways. You got the grid problem. Like, I'm thinking human beings are going to be all over you. Your life is going to suck ass. Even with, you got to change everything about your life. You're going to have to go to a different place. You're going to have to hit security. You're not going to be able to live the way you used to live, which sucks. Like, That's about one of the worst things you could do to me is like, hey, Joe, you got a really nice, comfortable life that you love. How about we fuck it up for something you don't even value that much and you don't really need either? And it's like, I know. So he was asking around and he came to my wife, so his sister, and was asked the same question. And Bridge hadn't been around for the conversations. He was just kind of like, you know, asking all the, mostly the guys, just because we were all in the same area. Bridge is like, none. And he was like, what? Bridge, it's this much money. And she's like, I know. And it was like, really, he didn't, it was hard for him to like kind of wrap his head around that. And I understand completely, we're raised that way, in a lot of cases, here in the States, and it's part of a capitalist system, money is what drives our entire culture. I suppose money drives pretty much everyone's culture to some degree, but it's big here. I mean, our whole thing is capitalism, which is capita and money. No, that's a good one though. So it's just kind of funny to see people's different reactions, and Matt's argument is like, dude, you could forward the tech, because I'm like, well, one, there's no like prosthetics that would allow me to like feel everything if I got replacements. Like if the tech was out there where you could give me like bionic limbs and fingers that felt like every part of the sensory on my hand and was like stronger, more durable, fuck yeah, dude. Honestly, wouldn't have to pay me for that. If you were like, I'll give this to you for free, this is like generation 7, I don't want any fucking beta tech in me, I don't want the like, ooh, it's experimental. Like, no, I don't want to go like, I played Cyberpunk, I know what happens when you get too much of that and you go cyber psycho. I don't want that. But but the argument then was like, Joe, we could advance with $10 trillion. You could advance that tech to be a real. And I'm like, I'm not counting on people to maybe get there with a lot of money. Money is a great motivator. It can get you shit that you could never get without it in some cases. But like, you can't, I don't know. I guess 10 trillion could really, you could accelerate a lot of shit. But they were kind of like, I'll lose it. And I'm like, all right, well, what happens, when humanity degrades and, falls upon itself, like the slathering beast it is, and there's like this huge war and, maybe nuclear microheads detonating and EMP pulses and all of your fucking bionics are just shut down? Or what happens if you have $10 trillion and, oh, it's 23 minutes? Well, we're going to go to 30 because, I'm on a tangent here. That was it the Titanic? I didn't see any of that, but I'll do fun. So I was kind of doing more doomsday scenarios. So I'm like, EMPs go off, shuts down the system. People don't even recognize the digital money you have. It'd be like, everyone goes to war, or the resources are so finite that people finally kind of start fighting amongst themselves. And you have 10 trillion in digital money. It's like, no, people are going to want food and water. They don't give a shit about that. And it's not exchangeable. And here you are in the apocalypse with no digits on your hand and just 2 nubs, because you're like, well, I was going to advance it. Well, everyone fell into chaos and no one can do anything. So great choice. And it was kind of a back and forth between like, all right, dude, like, well, I'll take it for the amount of time it is. And honestly, I will say this, in 2 cases, people switched back to not losing any fingers. So I'm proud of them for that. But it was an interesting thing. I'd be curious to see what you guys think. And I will say this. There was one argument that got me to flip. It wasn't suggested during the whole thing. It was like after things had been decided. And it was someone praying on, they figured out my motivations. And they were like, all right, Joe, here's the deal then. Would you lose, you're solving world hunger. You got medicine for everyone. Would you lose 10 digits and then like spend all that money on, you get rid of it, use it to advance humans? And I'm like, oh shit. Well, would I lose 10 fingers on my body to make sure that no one was hungry, everyone had access to healthcare, everyone could be comfortable and not have to do weird shit that they don't want to do? Now you got me. I would. That seems like a no-brainer. And if we're all part of, you know, this pack mammalian species that we are, that's what we should do. It's always betterment for all, in my opinion. So in that regard, yeah, I would take it. I think 10 trillion is a lot to have. I wouldn't feel comfortable with it. um I think the predators would come out of the fucking woodwork, and I'm resistant to predators, but I don't think anyone's fully insulated from some of the really bright ones out there. um so that would be concerning to me. Oh, this is something. Yeah, I just noticed it. What was it, though? Oh, it's just another... It's cool. He's getting some DBs, though. I'm going to get these... That was sucky. I'm going to get the DB here. I'm not DB. I'm going to get these back. So, yeah, if you were like, you can use it however you want, I would not want to... I don't want to be in possession of $10 trillion. I don't. I feel like people who are like, that would be great, are just the same people that are like, I want to live forever. And I'm like, there is no punishment you could do worse to me than make me live forever. I would hate that. And I wouldn't take me long. I bet you if you gave me, like, immortality, I'd like it for, like... I'd probably want to bounce in, like, 200 years. Which is really not worth someone giving up whatever they did to get eternal life and only, like, spending two... Because that's, like, a blip. But I don't want to. You know, the first time I'd have to, like, come to terms with... you know, all the people you know and love dying, not being present, like having to start over constantly. Or maybe you're like, your friend has kids and they're, you know, descendants, you know, because you've never aged, and they like remind you of them because they look like them or they act like them, and you're like, man, that's crazy. Your great grandfather used to do this, or grandmother used to do this, and you're like, man, this sucks. You know, I gotta remember all the people I love. Like, no, dude. And that's, you know, most of my friends, because we do these kind of like, we have a whole... I used to do these all the time. I think I've mentioned it, like the book of questions. I own like 4 of those big ones, dude. And we used to just like on the weekends, you know, we'd be somewhere at parties or something, and we'd crack it open, and it was always a blast. But it was always interesting. The other one I was like, you are a madman, was one of my buddies. Oh, it was like, what superpower do you want? Wait, what was the AskDakka topic? This has nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. Do you guys care? I'll just finish this one and end it. What superpowers you would pick? And one of my buddies is like, I'd like to know everything. And I'm like, holy shit. No, you would not, dude. And he's like, no, I would. I'd like to know all the answers that are unexplained. I'm like, you know, you're gonna know every instance of betrayal, of people treating each other horribly, of abuse, of rape, of genocide, of child abuse. You'll be privy to every single thing that's ever happened or ever will. Do you think you have the brain or of what is a very limited, you know, ape who's sentient? I don't think that would go over well. I think that would be a lot to take, man. I really do. And I totally get where he's coming from, but whenever those things come up, I really try and think like, well, how is this going to get fucked over? And like knowing everything, that would... My thought, and this is what we said in the moment, because I think there were like 8 of us. That is a great trap. Someone said it's like instant kill, and that is really good. Oh shit, I got to restart everything. All right, I'll throw a Phoenix, because I can't be spending... This video is going to be like a million years to upload. What do I want? I actually want this, and then this, and then we're going to do something wacky. So yeah, you know, the knowing everything was like, I don't know if I would also think that is as cool as you do, but nice, good DB. All right, great. What? Not this laser through the bubble shit again. I guess these bubbles aren't very big. Alright. Well, I guess I'm going all the way in then. Kind of lame. Miss. Yeah, that was just not good. And that's double fire? Damn, dude. All right, I just got to get back there, it looks like. Try my best. I wasn't down in the pit, was I? Damn, that's good. That's really good. Hello? Oh, it was a full reset. That's why. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, that... Yeah, you're not doing very good, my man. You're giving this guy a lot of kills he probably shouldn't get. That's all right. The bomber bounced it in? Maybe this is a... I don't know, dude. Okay. I really don't... I don't think I have the time to pick it apart. Is the only problem. I find myself encountering... Alright. Good stuff. Totally lost my train of thought, but that's okay. We are out of there. Goomp. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get these real quick. I'd be curious how many fingers you guys would lose. It's a lot of money, and I will say I was able to be convinced that there was a purpose, and really it's like, yeah, give me the 10 trillion, and then I immediately spend it all on like everybody else, and not in like a, you know, oh, this is, you know, I want to help everyone, which I do, but like that's not the sole reason. It would be help everyone, but also like get it off me. I don't want 10 trillion. I want, and then no, I would save. I don't know. You guys are the smart guys out there that like know how much it would take to like advertise. Whatever the amount I would need to advertise to the world that I no longer have $10 trillion, that money I would keep. I would keep that to do that. So like I could be like, oh yeah, you know, Joe spent all $10 trillion on the world. He has nothing left. Oh, but then they'd want like to come in for books and stuff. Like, will you come interview? Why? Yeah, that would suck too. Okay, rewind. I would like enough money to disappear. Yeah, see, I gotta fuck my life over. I can't be me anymore. I gotta like be someone else. 10 trillion would suck. That's a curse. I'm telling you. And that's what my brother-in-law doesn't understand, and that's why next family get-together, I'm going to really nail him with it.